this is top side. So probably one of the first things that sticks out to you is I'm driving around with the fire extinguisher rolling around in the passenger footwell for a reason. Not that I've ever had a fuel issue or a fire with this car, and knock on wood, I'm looking for some. My recommendation, if you get into doing this kind of work with your car, you should think this way. So let's look at what the frame kit does to the back passenger footwells. Okay, so you can see there's this added rigidity of that bar. What it does, of course, that isn't so obvious is in the case of the driver's seat, it doesn't really fit very well over the top of that bar. And I was replacing the seats anyway, but I think I'd have to probably space my seats up a good ½ inch to an inch to get them to fit over that. That's, if I was going to keep that driver's seat, honestly, one of my sources of frustration with this car since it was new was the seats they look like dynamite, but they kind of sit like, pins and needles. They're just not that great. It's not that they're hugely uncomfortable, it's just that the side bolstering is incredibly weak. And they're kind of stiff, really. I've sat in Fox chassis, stock seats, and I wonder, how the 87 to 93 people allowed those seats to get ruined in 1994. They must have taken their eye off the ball in terms of really making a usable product. But anyways, I'm gonna redo these seats, put different ones in. I'm gonna have 2 different sets of seats, so that I actually have some plans that are kind of weird, and we'll do that in another video. But anyways, so you can see I'm basically gonna end up trimming the carpeting here. I'm gonna cut a slit over the top of this bar here, and fit the carpet around it, and that'll set my carpeting down to stock height at least. And then probably what I'll do is go to a U-Pullet and find a car with similar carpeting, and cut some pieces of carpeting to wrap around those pipes so that they'll look somewhat stock. Anyways, you can see my dashboard is still apart. Things are kind of raw. The driving experience has been great, though. I just having it yesterday, driving it around, it felt a lot tighter than my GT500, and that says a lot, because the suspension in that car I thought was pretty good. So it's coming along. Hope you're enjoying the ride. I will, of course, I'm trying to put together the assembly videos that I made. I made about, I think, around 10 of them using my GoPro, and that included the assembly checklist. So at least one way or another, there's going to be some text out of this about what order, and some pictures maybe, if you want to install one of these kits in a new Edge, especially. Probably apply to a 94 to 2004. Anyways, I'm Paul Ferris. Please subscribe to my channel. It's Coyotify. There, just if you want to search on those videos, you can always find. Typically, I'm updating stuff fairly frequently. Let's get some wide-angle shots of the car here. Thanks for tuning in.